Well, the war drums are beating very loudly. In fact, right now, the United States of America could potentially go to war with Russia, and that would include the Ukraine, the United States of America, NATO, Russia, and many other countries. So we could definitely be looking at World War III. In fact, Russia right now, according to an inside source here in the United States of America, there is talk that Russia might ignite a false flag in Ukraine in order to spark a war. Now, before I get into the report, I want to remind you, please check out my partner at healthwithlisa.com. If you guys haven't tried this stuff, please check it out. It has really, really helped at least my hair, my skin, my nails, and really gives that more youthful appearance. So check it out at healthwithlisa.com and take advantage of that collagen yourself. All right, so let's dive into what is going on. Let's start first with how the war drums are beaten all across the globe and how we could potentially be be looking at war with China and maybe even World War III. Take a look at this dailymail.co.uk article, and it's titled, "The Drumbeat of War is Sounding Loud, and the Rhetoric Has Gotten Rather Shrill." Top U.S. diplomat warns that China talks are on the brink of collapse, and Blinken says that the jury is still out on whether Putin will invade Ukraine. And that's the bottom line here. He's got right now build up on Ukraine. It's been more and more troops that he keeps sending in. We know that he has had talks with Biden here in the United States of America, but most of those talks have ended in epic failure. We know that Putin has been telling NATO, do not accept Ukraine into NATO, and this has caused a lot of tension as well. So basically build up from every side. Things are looking bad, and the drumbeats of war are really loud. And to add a little fuel to the fire, it now also comes out as Russia is finding out that our CIA-trained special ops have been doing drills with Ukrainians. Take a look at this article on RT News. CIA-trained special ops could fight Russians in the case of Ukrainian invasion. So America's CIA has been overseeing a covert training program for members of Ukraine's special forces in preparation for a potential conflict. That's the only reason that you would do such covert operations, says former U.S. intelligence and national security officials. They have claimed. The mission has supposedly been underway since Russia's 2014 reabsorption of Crimea and is based at an undisclosed facility in the southern U.S. Bottom line, the United States of America is obviously aiding and helping Ukraine right now. So that's where we're at. Lots of tensions are rising. And because of those tensions, I know Biden has threatened and given sanctions there to Russia. Well, because of all of that, Russia is now potentially sending troops, or not leaving the option off the table of sending troops to Cuba and Russia. And the only reason that he would do that is because, well, because of potential war with the United States of America. That is the only reason that he would send troops to that area. And here it is, the BL.US, and it's this. Russia may send troops to Cuba and Venezuela if the United States and NATO continue to move into Eastern Europe. We also have this, New York Post. Russia will not rule out sending troops to Cuba and Venezuela as Ukrainian tensions grow. And you can see on the map here, I know most of you know where Venezuela and Cuba are, but here's the United States of America. You see Venezuela there. Again, you can see Cuba here where the lower white arrow is, and then Venezuela. So that would be in preparation for some kind of potential war with the United States of America. And in fact, Biden has already threatened him, if you do this, then we're going to have to act and do something in return. This is a retaliation effect. Here we have rtnews.com. U.S. will act decisively if Russia deploys military to Cuba or Venezuela, according to the White House. So we've got tensions there. Not only that, but NATO is also doing drills. Take a look at zerohedge.com. 2 NATO carrier groups to sail north for a large-scale Arctic exercise near Russia. Again, we're doing all kinds of exercises, all kinds of military drills up and around Russia. But this all hinges on one little thing as of right now. I guess it could hinge on a couple things, but the main thing is it hinges on the potential, and that potential is if Russia goes in and after Ukraine, this could spark war, which could topple into world war. And right now, as I said at the beginning of this report, Russia, there is a plan, according to insiders, which I'm going to show you the insider here in a moment. There is a plan that Russia basically wants to send in a false flag to Ukraine, and basically, Russia people go into Ukraine and attack Russians So basically, it's this whole false flag attack to frame Ukraine in order to start a war. Not my words, though. Not my words. Let's go to a very good news source, AmericanMilitaryNews.com. They've got great stuff. Russia may attack itself in a false flag to frame Ukraine to justify an invasion or justify some kind of, which would then spark into a war. And here it is. Russia may be planning to stage a false flag attack inside Ukraine as a way to manufacture the justifications that needs to invade the country, says U.S. intelligence, what they revealed this week. President Joe Biden's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, revealed during a Thursday White House press briefing that U.S. intelligence has uncovered evidence of a potential Russian plan to attack Russian forces already active within eastern Ukraine and blame the attack on Ukrainian forces and use the attack as justification to invade Ukraine. And here's what he actually says, quote, our intelligence community has developed information which has now been downgraded that Russia is laying the groundwork to have the option of fabricating a pretext for an invasion, including through sabotage activities and information operations by accusing Ukraine of preparing an imminent attack against Russia forces in eastern Ukraine, Sullivan said. An unnamed U.S. intelligence officer told CNN they have information to suggest Russia is moving a covert team inside Ukraine to stage a false flag attack that could serve as justification for Russia seeking to invade the country. That's massive. Talk about all hell breaking loose. That's literally what would happen. Well, this is your red alert. I personally don't know if what's going to happen as of now that the information has gotten out, but I didn't want to leave you hanging. I wanted to bring that to you. Can't wait to hear your comments on that. And with that, please don't forget to check out restrictiverepublic.com. Right now, you can get it for $5 per month for the entire first year. Use that coupon code 2022. Get to Restrictive Republic. I've got live stream that I'm going to be doing there real soon here. So get to restrictiverepublic.com and check it out today. Anyhow, I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.